Today, our lesson's focus will be on trading states of East Africa. The kingdoms of Kush and Axum were located close to Egypt, as you can see on the map. The area south of Egypt was called Kush, or also Nubia. This area was mostly desert, but the Nile River created fertile land around it for growing crops when it flooded. Nubia, or Kush, formed around 2000 BC, which is 2000 years before Jesus Christ was born. By the late 1400s BC, Egypt had controlled the entire area only to lose the region around 1070 BC. Because of its close proximity to Egypt, Kush was very similar in culture to the Egyptians. Outside of the pharaoh, the priests were the most important social class in Kush. They made the laws and communicated with the gods. Just below the priests were the artisans and scribes. Artisans worked with iron and gold. Scribes wrote down or kept records. Farmers were also respected in this society as they provided the food for the entire country. At the bottom of the social pyramid were servants, laborers, and slaves. Like the Egyptians, religion played an important role in the lives of the Kushites. They believed strongly in the afterlife. Women also played an important role and could be leaders in Kush. Many of the Kushite leaders were actually queens. By 150 CE, or 150 years after Jesus was born, the Kush could no longer defend itself from invaders, and they were taken over by the kingdom of Axum. Their biggest trading partner, Egypt, at this time had been conquered by Rome, so there was no one to help them out. So with Kush taken over by Axum, Axum becomes the Great Trading Kingdom. In 325 CE, King Ezana of Axum took over Kush. Axum became the Northeast African trade center. They controlled trade routes into Roman-controlled Egypt, southern Saudi Arabia, as well as India. Axum constructed large monuments to show the wealth and power of the nation, as you can see in the picture to the right. While Islam grew in the west of Africa, Christianity grew in East Africa. Christian traders from Rome set up settlements in Axum and built churches to spread their religion. The Church of St. Mary was built in the East Africa in 300 CE or AD. A number of Christians increased after 340 CE when 2 Christians from Syria were captured and began working for King Ezana. While working for him, they converted the king and later his entire empire to the belief of Christianity. The country of Ethiopia was established as a Christian kingdom. In the 600s, Axum had been weakened due to economic problems and the spread of Islam into the territory. The new ruling family, called the Zagwe, emerged and started Ethiopia as a Christian nation in the 1000s CE. More and more people started flooding into East Africa, and they formed city-states. Between the 800s and the 1400s of CE, Arab and Persian immigrants assimilated or blended into African society and formed the city-states of Somalia, Kenya, Tanzania, Mozambique, and Madagascar.